Hello everyone, welcome to Apna Commerce Club. Today we will be starting chapter 5 of economics, okay? So this is chapter 5 revision video. So and again right, before starting our revision class, like, share and subscribe. Okay? So let's start. Chapter 5 talks about business cycle. Okay? So first of all, what is business cycle? What does that mean? What is business cycle? The economic history of nearly all countries point towards the fact that they have gone through fluctuations in economic activities. It talks about business cycle like it goes through series of like what we call circumstances, changes, situations. Okay, so there will be a start point, there will be some again what we call some changes, and again there will be end point, and it will be a continuous cycle. So we all know that in economic history, every country has gone through like a lot of changes. Okay, see, these rhythmic fluctuations in aggregate economic activity and an economic experiences over a period of time are called business cycle or trade cycle. It can also be called as trade cycles. Next, phases of business cycle. We have four phases of business cycle. Okay, we have expansion, peak or boom or prosperity, we have contraction, and last is drop or depression. First, what happens in expansion? Expansion basically they talk that characterized by increase in national output, employment, aggregate demand, capital and consumer expenditure, sales, profits, rising stock prices, and bankruptcy. So here expand, like everything is expanding here. Okay, so in expansion phase, everything is expanding here. Your national output, your employment, your demand, your capital, your sales, your profit, everything is expanding here. So this first phase is called first cycle of business is called expansion cycle. Next, we have peak. What does that mean? Peak refers to the top or the highest point of the business cycle. Peak is nothing but top or highest point in the business cycle. So it's like, okay, for example, if this is your like what do you call? This is for example, this is your graph, and this is like expansion. You're expanding, 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 and this is the point peak. You have reached highest level. Okay, maximum level. That is peak. Next, we have contraction. What is that? Contraction? Nothing but there is a fall in the levels of investment and employment. So here in contraction, slowly everything start decreasing. Slowly everything start like falling down, coming to an end. See, when you're at peak, now slowly when you start coming down, so that is called contraction. So this phase is nothing but your expansion phase, okay? And this is your peak. You're at peak, and now you're slowly coming down towards top. That is your contraction. Okay. Next, then you'll come to is depression. Depression is nothing but like total and like total the lowest point. Okay, you will come at the lowest point here, like total lowest point. That is your depression. What happens there? Here is like it is characterized by extremely sluggish and economic activities. See, they said that during this phase of business cycle, growth rate becomes negative. Growth rate becomes negative. So there is total zero growth rate. And the level of national income expenditures decline rapidly. So here they are saying that everything is at their lowest. Everything is at their lowest point. That is depression. And then we have recovery. See, first you are expanding everything, right? See, first you have like you're going through expansion phase, you are expanding everything. Then you're at the peak, then you are at the highest level. Then slowly started decreasing like contraction. And you came to the lowest point, that is depression. Again, from the depression, you have to recover, right? You can't always stay in the depression. Okay. So now when you start totally like there is a when you start slowly like coming up again, that's called recovery. So here the process of reversal is initially felt in the labor market. So how does reversal recovery process start? First in the labor market. So pervasive unemployment forces the workers to accept wages lower than the prevailing rates. So what happens in recovery is, see, in depression, people don't have proper jobs and like they don't have like money to feed their family members and everything. So what happens in recovery is laborers they start to join even the like even they start to take all like small works even if they are getting paid very less, even the wages they are receiving is very less. They start accepting this. So slowly, people again they'll come into employment. From there, slowly, like everything like builds up again. So that is recovery. So there are four phases of business cycle. You have expansion, you have peak, you have contraction, last one is depression. Okay. Next, we have economic indicators. What is that? The economists use changes in a variety of activities to measure the business cycle and to predict where the economy is headed towards. So, economic indicators are nothing but it says us where our economy is going towards, like how is towards where our economy is headed towards. In which direction are we going? Are you going like to the right direction as we have planned, or in what direction we are going? That is economic indicator. So we have three kinds of indicators. First, we have leading indicator. Next, we have lagging, and last one is coincidence. What is leading indicator? Leading indicator is nothing but a leading indicator is a measurable economic factor that changes before the economy starts. That changes before the economy starts to follow a particular pattern or trend. So leading indicator, it's in the name itself. It leads. Okay, it is an indicator which leads. So before even the economy starts, it shows your pattern, it shows your trend that in that direction we have to go. It leads you in that direction. That is your leading indicator. Next, we have lagging indicators. What is that? Lagging indicators are nothing but variables which change after the real output changes are called lagging indicators. So here they're saying that variables. So before your real output changes, when the variable starts changing, that's your lagging. So lagging, see, lagging the words like it lags you, it drags you. It's like that. See, lagging indicators consist of measures that change after the economy has entered a period of fluctuation. So here they says that what do you call, see, in first one in leading indicators, they're setting the trends. In lagging, they confirm the trends. Okay, yes, we have to follow this particular path. We have to go in this particular route. That is your lagging indicator. And in that, they say that real output changes, like variable that change after the real output changes are called lagging indicators. Next, we have coincident indicators. What are that? Since they coincide fairly, coincident indicators are nothing are also called as concurrent. They're nothing but they coincide or occur simultaneously. They coincide or occur simultaneously. Okay. Since they coincide fairly closely with changes in the cycles of economic activity, they describe the current state in the business cycle. So coincident indicators as our economy is changing, this indicator says us at that state itself, like what is the stage we are in? What is the right of stage of business cycle we are in? How is our economy performing? At that point of time itself, this says the indicators. That is coincident indicators. Okay. Next, coming is features of business cycle. What are the features? First feature is they occur periodically, although they do not exhibit the same regularity. Second, they have distinct phases of expansion, peak, contraction, and top. Next, generally originate in the free market economics. Then we have all sectors are adversely affected by the business cycles. Business cycles are exceedingly complex phenomena. Next, repercussions of business cycles get simultaneously felt on nearly all economic variables. Business cycles are contagious and are international in character, and business cycles have serious consequences on the well-being of the society. See, what does all this mean? See, all these features of business cycle, they say that, see, not all business cycle exhibit same what we call like same pattern or same trend. Every business has different business cycles, okay, and they have distinct phases, what we call this expansion, peak, contraction, top. They have different kinds of phases, and they originate in the free market economies, and also complex phenomena. Exceedingly, they are complex. They have different kinds of characteristics, causes, everything. So they are very complex actually. And business cycle have consequences on the well-being of the society. So like a business cycle, I said depression. Depression has very serious consequences on the well-being of the society because in depression everyone suffers. Even for the basic needs, like all the people suffer in the depression. Okay, and it's very hard for the like middle class people or people to survive in depression. So that is So we call features of business cycle. Next, we have causes of business cycle. We have two causes here: internal causes and external causes. Okay, internal causes are nothing but fluctuation in effective demand. How fluctuations in the effective demand affects the business cycle? Because all these occur in the what we call in the business, okay, in the business environment. So they are all internal to the our like business. That's why these are internal to our like what we call in business cycle. Fluctuations in investment. How fluctuations, like if there are more fluctuations, less fluctuations, or fluctuations are rapidly increasing or decreasing in our business cycle, how it's going to affect our business cycle. And we have variations in government spending, how government spending, macroeconomic policies, we have money supply, then we have psychological factors. See, all these things affects our business cycles in a variety of ways, in different ways. And these are all called internal because they are not what we call generated or caused by the external factors. They are all internal in the business cycle. They are caused in the business cycle due to business cycle factors. But whereas, see, here we have external causes like we have war, post-war reconstruction, or technology shock, natural factors, population growth. These are all outside the scope of business cycle. These are all outside the scope of business cycle. That's why what we call uh, they are like they're not directly related to the business cycle. They are not directly caused by the business cycle. That's why these are external factors. Like we all know the consequences of war and like post-war reconstruction. Like war causes so much damage in a country. Like to like build everything again, to rebuild everything again. Like takes a lot of time, takes a lot of cost. So much manpower we have required. And like technology shock, we all know how technology rapidly changes like every time. So like all these factors like they affect the external. They're all external factors in the business cycle. Okay? And so this was like chapter 5 is very small unit actually. It's very small. It's less than actually 9 to 10 pages. Okay. So this one like the in a very small, brief, summarized way about chapter 5 business cycle. So if you want to join, if you want to listen to the whole lecture in detail, you can join my classes. I have mentioned the link in the description. So please join our regular classes for more detailed discussion. Thank you.